Alright mate, I'm Bryn and today I wanted to talk about how your favourite YouTubers are scamming you out of millions of pounds. This is the first time I've done a video like this, so the way I'm going to set it up, because I have like three stories that I wanted, it's four, I have about three stories that I wanted to talk about that I've literally seen everywhere on the internet, and a lot of people are mad about them and a lot of people are unaware of them, and I just wanted to talk about them because I have my own opinions on each of them. The first one that I want to talk about, which is the most recent, is something with I don't even know her name. This is, like, I don't know how to pronounce it. Tana Mangu? Is it Tana Mangu? Tana Mongeau? Tana Mongoose? I'm not 100% on how you actually say her name. But if you don't know who she is, she does like story times. She's known for being, like, I don't know, a wild card, I guess. But she's basically just been hyping up this new product that she's going to launch, and she finally launched it, which was Tana by Tana, and it was this beautiful luxury perfume that she has, the essence of Tana, if you will, in a bottle. People didn't take to it well, so she was posting on social media about how good this bottle was. She was hyping up the bottle a lot, which I think is ironic because that's the point that people have like latched onto, because she's like spraying it and she's like, oh, look at that spray.
Look at that continuous, high quality, big spray. Look at that mist. No water droplets to be found.
And she's like, oh, look how good the lid is.
Look at that cap. Look at that smooth application of the cap.
It's really weird. And people found the bottles that she didn't even design, which she kind of like implied that she did. She was like, oh, the curation of this is why it costs as much. But it turns out that those bottles you can literally get from China for like 30p. And you can buy them in bulk, so it probably cost her about 5p to like order them. And she's selling them for like 40 quid, well like $40, it's like 35 quid I think, I don't know, I'm not good with math. But like she's making some hefty profit. And a lot of people are comparing them to like Hot Topic nail varnishes and like perfumes from there. We don't have Hot Topic in the UK, so I'm just taking that off the internet with a bit of grain of salt. But I just think it's funny. Like, this is the thing with it. She's known for controversy. She's known for pulling shit like this. She's known for like TanaCon, where like thousands of girls were like cooked outside alive. I didn't expect anything better from her. I wasn't expecting her to release this amazing quality product. Her fan base is quite young, especially since she's just been with Logan Paul or whatever his name is. You know, she's got quite like an easy market to market to. If she's like, oh, buy this, they're like, okay, with mummy's credit card. So I do feel it's a little bit scammy. The fact that she marketed it as she'd like designed it from scratch, and it turns out like she hasn't. Because with celebrities like this, you know that they've literally just bought the bottles in bulk, and they've bought some like, someone's getting bedded in my flat, some cheap perfume in bulk, put them together. Each bottle probably costs them about 20p to make, and then they're selling them for like $40 to make a mint off, and I do think it's a bit scammy, and I do think it's a bit of a shame, so shame on you, Tana. The second story I wanted to talk about, this is probably the one that's going to get the most heat. If anybody watches this, this is the thing that they're most likely going to like downvote me for, because they have such a huge following. But this was about the whole Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson collab, and I know I'm really late to the party with this, but I don't think the makeup palette in itself was scammy, which a lot of people, I would agree with. I think people were very happy with their products when they got them. I know there's a whole like mix up with shipping and shit, but like, whatever. When they got them, happy. I think someone's actually dying in my flat. Anyway, a lot of people are liking these palettes, which is great. You know, wonderful makeup palette. Who doesn't want one? I don't think the makeup palette in itself is a scam. Even if, like, a lot of people are saying that Shane Dawson doesn't really care about makeup, and this was all just kind of like a farce to sell makeup palettes and make millions. He kind of counteracted that by saying, well, I've set up a makeup channel that I just haven't uploaded to yet or whatever, and he proved that, and fair enough. Do I think that's true? I don't know. You can't really call out people's personal interests because we don't live inside their brain, so it's a bit unfair to do that. But yeah, I personally do think that it is likely that he bigged up a little bit in order to sell it, because he's not really known in the makeup community. It's a bit unusual for that to be his first thing. This isn't some like small company. This is like Jeffree Star. It's a huge multi-million pound empire. Like, they know what they were doing. They knew it would sell out. They knew it would do well. Like, the way that people aren't looking at this the way that I think they need to, and the way that it's been marketed to kind of hide is that this is a Jeffree Star palette with just one hell of an advertisement campaign. Like, it's not as if it's just two people sat together experimenting with makeup and creating something. That's not what it is like at all. The whole documentary, that's all it was. It was to build up hype. And in the documentary, there was a little bit of like shady stuff from Shane. Like, I'm a big fan. I watched the whole documentary. I watch all the videos that he puts out. Like, I am a genuine fan. I'm not really big into makeup. I'm not interested in it like at all. But I still watched that full documentary. And the thing that struck me the most is how much he kind of referred to himself by how poor he is. And like how he was comparing himself to Jeffree all the time, and about like that's kind of his joke, is that he's poor. He's like the poor one of the friend group. He's not. He's a very, very rich man, you know. He's driving around in a golf buggy around his like multi-million-pound mansion in the LA hills. Like, he's a very, very rich man. And I feel like it is quite manipulative to be like, oh, I'm so poor, like I wish I had money, like, oh my god, I can't afford that. Like, yes you can, you are filthy, filthy rich. And, you know, all through the thing, the whole season, he's like, oh, I'm not going to sell out, like what happens if I don't sell out? And I think it is like manipulation tactics, because especially the younger viewers, they're going to take to that like hotcakes, and they're going to want to buy the palette to support him. I wanted to buy the palette. I've never worn makeup in my life, but I wanted it. I was fully gonna order it to support him until I remembered that he's like a multi-millionaire and he has more money than I ever will. I don't know. I feel like it was a little bit shady, and I feel like the whole thing was just to sell palettes. It was just marketing. You know, they both got something out of it. Like, what that collaboration was a transaction of power. You know, Jeffree makes millions off these palettes, and Shane makes millions off YouTube and brings in millions. So to have them together, that is like a dream duo for making money. Jeffree gets a bigger audience and Shane gets money from makeup. Like, that's what it was. It was a business transaction. They're both businessmen. It's not just like two buddies playing around with makeup and selling it to their fans and being like, oh my god, I can't believe we sold one. No, it was a huge mass-produced, you know, they would have had a full team telling them exactly what to do in each episode and everything like that. Like, they try so hard to come off as genuine that it's kind of cringe, because it's so obviously not. I mean, to younger audiences it might seem that they are, but they're not really. They're just trying to make money, and they are making a lot of money. I do respect them both. I respect the hustle. Like, I don't have nothing against them. They made a good product to sell. Again, like I said, I'm not really into makeup. I still watch Jeffree Star's like videos, like his house tours and stuff. I think I respect him as a businessman, I guess. And I don't know, I think he's entertaining to watch. I like Shane Dawson. I like them both. So, no hate. I appreciate the hustle of them, but I do think there was a lot of manipulation in that advertising campaign that was his like web series, you know? The last thing that I wanted to talk about, I don't really know too much about this. I've just seen it a lot on Twitter, so I wanted to speak about it because Emma Chamberlain. Emma Chamberlain's like, I didn't even know who she was, really. Again, it's not really the type of influencer that I follow, but apparently she rose to fame very, very quickly. And she's released a new product, which is coffee, and it's quite expensive. It's like $60 for 30 bags of coffee, which is, it's insane money. It's ridiculous. But apparently her trademark is like coffee, like it's one of her things is that she likes coffee, so it makes sense. It's not as if she's just like slapped her name on a random product. Like, I feel like it is a product that she's thought about, and the reviews come in and say there's good coffee, so I don't see a problem with this either. Like, there are companies that sell expensive coffee, and I feel like just because she's an influencer, she shouldn't be excluded from being allowed to do that. Like, it's just because your audience is young or because you're an influencer, it doesn't mean that your products have to be really exclusive. If you want to make a luxury product, you're allowed to make a luxury product. If you want a luxury price tag, you're allowed to put a luxury price tag on it. Like, nobody's forcing anybody to buy it. And it's coffee as well. It's not like it's something that's easily marketed toward kids, because I feel like that's the easiest way to get scammy. Like, a lot of influencers market things towards kids, like Zoella with her advent calendar and like these like storybooks and stuff like that, because kids will ask their parents for them and their parents will get them for birthdays and Christmases, and that's how they buy it. Adults are a lot less likely to buy stuff from influencers, I think, and coffee is like quite an adult thing. It's not something that kids drink, so I think well done. She started just a legitimate business. I don't think there's anything scammy about it. Like, if you don't want to pay the price tag, don't buy it. I don't know. It just, Doesn't seem sense why people are mad about that. Like, I get the other ones being mad because, like, Tana was misleading. Shane and Jeffree have been a bit manipulative in this whole, like, campaign to convince people to buy it. You know, they're a little bit shady. I don't think Emma Chamberlain's done anything wrong. But that's my 2 cents on it. Who am I to have an opinion? Anyway. But thank you for watching, if you're around. If you stuck this long, it means you enjoyed something, so it would really help me out if you could subscribe to me, because, like I said earlier, I'm quite new to YouTube and nobody loves me yet. Or check out one of my other videos, because I have also fun making them. I hope that you did enjoy it, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.